folks. Today I want to work a little bit on some strum technique, or the way I do it, the way I learned it. Actually, I don't remember the way I learned it. Just trying to teach what I do. And so it's just stuff that I taught and that I picked up and along the way, and this is how I do it, the Giles Blankenship method. But to me, the strum is built off of this just constant movement right here, just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And in music theory terms, it translates into 16th notes. 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2E and a dun 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 dun. And so this constant movement. And to me, as a rhythm guitar player, this is your metronome. I mean, you're keeping steady. You got to play steady in the pocket. I know some, like you could play. Let's see. You could play it like that. You could play that pattern like that. But I think a more helpful way to play it would be to notice how in one version my hand just, it starts and stops as needed to do the pattern, and in the other version the arm is in constant motion. And for me, I think that's the most helpful thing, is that constant motion. And again, remember, I did this in an earlier lesson, but I mean, you're holding your guitar pick. I don't know if, there we go. Maybe you can see it in front of my face. You're holding the guitar pick. It's sort of an extension of your finger there. My thumbs just coming over the back, sort of like that. And depending on how tight, I mean, if you were to hold onto this thing tightly, man, it's going to be loud. If you're holding onto your pick more softly, it's going to be light. And most of the time in a strum, one of the ways you affect the dynamics of the strum is how tightly you hold the pick. And that's only going to come through a lot of practice. That's not going to happen overnight. But on my downstrokes, I was holding it just a little bit more tightly, and then a little bit more loosely on the upstrokes. So anyway, it looks easy. I know it's not easy. I've been playing guitar since I was 22, and I'm 46 now. So many years of practice and playing, and anyway. But if you can just start by just playing 1E and 2E and down, up, down, up, down, up, and just getting it to sound kind of even. I mean, you don't even have to do it with a chord. You can just play it open, or you can mute the strings on with your. And practice maybe a little more emphasis on the downstrokes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 20. Well, what's my count? I don't know, but that constant movement. And then how fast. Kind of like a train. But now when you're strumming, you're not going to be, when you're working out your strum patterns, you're not going to be going gotta wonder beyond that galaxy. You are holy, holy. Universe declares your majesty. You are holy, holy. Yeah, so you're not going to do that. You're not going to play every up-down strum. And to me, the strum pattern that you use is it's choosing when you want to hit the strings. Gotta wonder beyond our galaxy. You are holy, holy. Universe declares your majesty. You are holy, holy. I don't even know if that's the strum pattern I would do. Anyway, start working on, I know I can give you some more direction there that's going to be helpful, but if you can get used to just creating something nice and even. My downstrokes do put a little bit more emphasis on these lower three strings, and my upstrokes a little more emphasis on these top three, meaning that I may not strum all the way through on the downstroke, and I may not strum all the way through on the upstroke. But just get used to that moment. And then try working in some chords and changing chords. And keeping it in time. And doing it at the same time. That's not easy. Yeah, so you'll probably have to practice strum stuff first, and then separate from when you do the chord stuff, and then bring it together, see how it happens, strumming. Yeah, see if you can bring the two together, and the more you practice, the easier it'll become. Okay, that's what I got about strum right now. I'll give that some more thought and see if there's some more helpful specific things I can do, but that should be enough. And again, take your pick round, just get used to holding that thing, and you might walk around, playing your leg. Pull out your pick and practice. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a down up, 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 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a... Okay, that's what I got. All right, see you guys. Bye. Just wanted to add a visual to what we were working on just a second ago. These are 16th notes. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and by the double lines here it's a 16th note, or if it was just a single note it'd be single note and then like 2 little flags there. Anyway, the 1 E and 2 E and down up, 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 down up. Just that. A visual representing the constant motion of the strum arm. Other methods, they use like a square thing to designate a down strum or something. I just like the arrows. I mean, Point down when you want to strum down. Point up when you want to strum up. That's the way I've always done it. And then just a little music theory for you. That's a quarter note. 1 quarter note equals 1 beat. Those are 2 eighth notes. It takes 2 eighth notes to equal a quarter note. 2 eighth notes still equal 1 beat. 1 and 16th notes. 4 16th notes equals 1 beat. Equals 1 quarter note. 1 and anyway, just wanted you to have a look at that, if that's helpful or not. Okay, cool. We'll see you next time. Bye.